There's been a lot happening on Twitter and in the world recently, so let's jump right into the latest trending events. Former U.S. Congressman Curt Weldon has recently shared insights suggesting that the intervention in Libya during the Arab Spring was not only about political change, but was influenced by economic motives. Weldon alleges that Muammar Gaddafi's intention to create a gold-backed African currency was a significant threat to Western economic interests, contributing to the decision to intervene. Gaddafi's offer to resign, which was reportedly refused by Western powers, indicates that the aim might have been his removal rather than just a change in governance. Kling AI has launched a major update with version 2.0, introducing significant advancements in AI-generated video and image creation. The Kling 2.0 master model enhances video generation with precise action and camera prompt responses, delivering fluid motion in complex scenes and high-quality cinematic visuals. Colors. 2.0 improves image generation with new tools for in-painting, upscaling, and aspect ratio adjustments. This update has been met with enthusiasm from the creative community, with many creators and tech enthusiasts praising the potential of these tools to transform filmmaking and digital storytelling. Discussions highlight the model's capability to produce content that is increasingly difficult to distinguish from human-made work, suggesting a future where AI could dominate content creation in media. The update also includes partnerships and demonstrations of its capabilities, like the creation of Tell Your Story with PJ Ace, showcasing its practical application in narrative arts. China has issued directives to its airlines to cease accepting new Boeing aircraft deliveries and to stop purchasing American-made aviation parts. This move is in response to escalating trade tensions, following the imposition of significant tariffs by the U.S. on Chinese imports. The action affects major Chinese carriers, including Air China and China Eastern, potentially impacting the global aviation market dynamics. 4chan, a well-known anonymous message board, was hacked on April 15, 2025. The attackers, identified as members associated with Soyjak Party, managed to leak the site's source code, personal details of moderators, and database logs. They also briefly restored the /QA board, previously banned by site administrators. The site experienced downtime and security vulnerabilities due to outdated software were exposed, prompting discussions on cybersecurity hygiene. California Governor Gavin Newsom has requested an additional $2.8 billion loan to address a $6.2 billion deficit in the state's Medi-Cal program. This financial need arises following the expansion of Medi-Cal to cover undocumented immigrants, a policy aimed at providing universal healthcare access. The expansion has led to discussions about fiscal sustainability and the financial implications for taxpayers. Dan Caldwell, a senior advisor to U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, was escorted from the Pentagon on Tuesday, April 15, 2025, and placed on administrative leave. This action follows an investigation into unauthorized disclosures within the Department of Defense. Caldwell, identified in this investigation, was previously key in managing communication during the Yemen strikes. President Trump has indicated that the U.S. is open to negotiating a trade deal with China. During a press briefing, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt relayed a statement from Trump, emphasizing that while the U.S. is willing to make a deal, the initiative now lies with China to come to the table. Trump highlighted that China's large market has economic interests in accessing the U.S. consumer market. This seems to be consistent with Trump's earlier implementation and pausing of tariffs on other countries, and may lead to continued uptrends in the different markets should something materialize. Approximately 20,000 Internal Revenue Service (IRS) employees have accepted a second round of buyouts offered by the Trump administration. This move could reduce the IRS workforce by around 20%, aiming to reshape the agency by potentially increasing efficiency, or, alternatively, risking reduced capacity for tax enforcement. This development comes amid discussions on the balance between government size and public service capabilities. Responses on Twitter have ranged from outrage at the loss of such a high number of federal workers to elation and hoping more than 20% with a complete removal of the IRS. What are your thoughts on this or any other topic we've covered? Drop them in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.